everyone. Yeah. Well, back from the past into the present. Yeah. I know it's unusual for me to make videos like these in weekdays like this one, and I think the last one, even though people consider today to be a weekend. Yeah. I guess I'll say that I might. Yeah, I'll probably make videos any day. Um, any day of the week. So that's really all I'm gonna say. Moving on. This video will be pretty much about why I state, yeah, certain Pokemon games as reimaginings, such as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and why I state whatever is going to be a redo of Diamond Pearl as reimaginings of those games. And this is linked to an article that or might not be an article, but at least it's something from a website. So I think I'll screen share this right now. I think you guys are able to see. So this is how I got, I guess, how to classify certain Pokemon games in those three categories. Now, this is mostly for television and movies, but these still can be, these terms can still, I think they could still be used to classify certain video games, especially now since there is a more emphasis on story for video games, especially for Pokemon since, well, it has a story. So, yeah. So, yeah, so, and then now, like, when you look at, like, when you look at the definition for reimagining, I guess, yeah, you'll kind of get you'll kind of understand, I mean, why I will say Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire reimaginings, because, yeah, in was the definition suggests, the broadest sense, yeah, it follows a similar path. You go through the same HMs that you went through with the original games. You battle against, well, technically battle against Groudon or Kyogre, depending on the games, and battle certain members of Team Aqua or Team Magma, depending on the games. Once again, in certain events. But like once again, like this definition suggests, yeah, story elements, some story elements, and characters are retained. Well, maybe retained, but yeah, they are retained. Like, I think most of the characters are in the original game are in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and are probably about the same, if not similar. But the plot and story, the plot and story has in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire repurposed, as in, yeah, they changed a couple things, like the orbs, the role of the orbs, Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, the history of Kyogre and Groudon. You know, I can go on and go on with the list, but I think you guys get the point. And that's why I classify those games as reimaginings. And some people are going to ask, are the previous games like Fire and Leaf Green and Heart Gold and Steel Silver reimaginings? I'd say they're technically remakes just because, well, as the definition of remake suggests here, it's, yeah, they're just straight retelling of the story of the original games, pretty much. So hardcore people can kind of make that argument with um, the Lugia whole event, depending on the games that they played. But that's like a small, like that's a small part that can make Heart Gold and Silver a reimagining, when a lot of it, if not most of it, I'd say 95% of it is a remake to the games I'm referring to, of course, are Heart Gold and Silver. And back to what I was saying, yeah, those games are a 95% remake to, at least that's what I would say, to Gold and Silver. So there you go. And I guess I could say, state my reason why I think they kind of started the reimagining trend, I guess you could say, because they kind of just don't want to keep, like, because if Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire ended up being remakes instead, then they would kind of, the Pokemon Company would have to make like a remake of Red and Green, or not really, or which would be a remake to Fire and Leaf Green, and just, yeah, we know how that would be. So I think that's why they started this, and I think they're gonna start the reboot train with Black and White, because if they don't, I think they're gonna have a similar issue where Black and White gets a reimagining, then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire have to get a reimagining also, I think. Yeah. So, I mean, and I'm pretty sure that Black and White reboot isn't going to come out till, I say, well, I don't know about 2022. Maybe 2023, maybe. Yeah, that's what I would say. So yeah, around that time. I think that's about it for what I'm going to uh, say about this video. What I'm pretty much, I guess, saying is, okay, this article is the reason why I'm stating Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Sapphire as reimaginings to Ruby and Sapphire. And if you guys who are watching this are disagree, don't think these are the right definitions for these three terms, then that's why I would encourage a discussion about this. This is me just, yeah. So I know, I think I'll post this article. Yeah, I'll post this article, I think, in the description, so you guys can check it out without doing a Google search. But that's but I'm going to I'm gonna stop sharing the screen and just say, okay, that's it for me. Might be a short, this one might have been a short video, but there wasn't really much to say except just me me just giving this video for a good reason. And I do have some plans for a couple videos, but I'll see if I can get those in soon, within a week. If not, expect me to get some videos sometime this month or next month. And as I always say, see me in the future.